we've got clients who live in China. One's British, one's Chinese. The British partner gets, or spouse gets, a personal allowance. The Chinese one doesn't.
Yep.
A really simple, super easy tax thing for them is change the beneficial ownership to make sure the husband's using up all of his personal allowance.
Yeah.
Because he's non-resident, whatever he might be earning in China doesn't get taxed in the UK, so it's not a relevant thing. But to be in a situation where you leave some personal allowance on the table and then the wife had a tax bill is just a simple one to solve.
It is. But again, unfortunately, nothing can be done retrospectively. So it'll always have to be planning point.
Yeah, but it's interesting, isn't it? Because we're getting more questions around inheritance tax. Obviously, questions coming in for people who thought they weren't going to be in inheritance tax because they were non-domiciled, and now the inheritance tax regime is obviously changing to a long-term residence sort of setup.
Yep.
But I have to say it's something I think more and more about in terms of inheritance tax planning, making sure assets are in the right place at the right time. You need to get ahead of the curve, especially because a lot of the inheritance tax stuff around gifting, this 7 years point and potentially exempt transfers is really worth taking into consideration, because on the face of it, you can do a huge amount to manage down your inheritance tax pot when you've got what I would think of as sort of financial passive assets.
Yeah.
The thing that's so problematic, and obviously one of the most controversial changes to the tax rules since the new government came in, is the change to inheritance tax relief around farms and business assets.
Yeah.
Is that obviously you can't give away a business asset and then keep doing the business because of the reservation of benefit point, right?
Yeah.
That really does make it difficult.